Generations of world-class rugby talent have been raised here on the white sands of Fiji's coral coast. The beaches of Namatakula were once a prime training ground for rugby, the country's national sport and a cornerstone of its culture. But rising sea levels are forcing villagers to consider relocating or risk losing everything they have.
Our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, what they're gonna face.
Namatakula has been deemed at risk by Fiji's government. Village headman Josevata Nagasakula warns curious children about the incoming threats of climate change.
Before it was pure sand, just a sand, no rocks, no small rocks like this. Before it was a playground in here, sand, it was a playground in here. Just because of climate change and the rising of sea level, it was being washed away. The hardest thing we don't want to leave is that because people they've used or they've wasted a lot of money building their houses, and then if you move to another side, it's gonna be a different lifestyle altogether. So we're gonna lose our culture, maybe another culture. So we don't want that.
For Fijians, rugby is more than just a game. Residents say it's been key to the country's economic development and a source of great national pride. They say Fiji's fast, unpredictable, and exciting style of play is representative of its philosophy Vakuvanua, or the way of the land. Lawmaker Inosi Kuridrani says moving away due to climate change would not only abandon their land, but also deeply rooted ancestral traditions, such as the pounding and drinking of kava roots.
I would advise these big countries that are considered to be big polluters to think of us. Think of the small nations in the Pacific Oceans, especially Fiji, especially in our village.
Several Fijian villages have already been successfully relocated because of the sea level rising or extreme weather. Namatakula's residents are pinning their hopes on the building of a seawall, which would preserve the village and allow the children to continue playing rugby, at least for now. Staying to battle rising sea levels and more frequent storm surges is no easy task, however. During king tides, stones and dead fish are washed into the village, as saltwater intrusion poses a risk of contamination into fresh water. A government minister told Reuters that only the villagers themselves can decide whether or not to relocate. As for village headman Nagasakula, the choice remains clear.
It's no place like home. That's very simple. It's no place. Growing up at home, it's not like growing up somewhere else. I call it Namatakula. I call it it's my home. So there is no place like home.